Assalamualaikum students. Today we'll do question number 2 of task 2. Question number 1 is fill in the blanks, and I think that you can easily do the blanks. Go through the book and then find out the correct answer. So we'll do question number 2 of task 2. That is, find the values of the unknown angles in each of the following figures. Before finding out the unknown angle, I would like to tell you that we have done the angles, and you know that when a line is two parallel lines are cut by a line by a transversal, the angles are formed, and the angles which occupies the same position on two vertices are called the corresponding angles, and these angles are equal. Angle B is equal to angle B, and this is called corresponding angle. The angle which is formed on the same vertex but is opposite to angle A is called vertically opposite angle. Angle C is equal to angle C. This is corresponding angle. Angle A equals to angle B is corresponding angle, whereas angle A is equal to angle C, and this is vertically opposite angle. They are on the same vertex and they are opposite to each other. Now come to angle B and angle C. Angle B and angle C are called alternate angles, and they are also equal. So all these angles, corresponding angles, vertically opposite angles, and alternate angles are equal. The only difference is that the angle, let us suppose this is D, angle D, the angle which is adjacent to angle A is angle D. Angle B plus angle D are the interior angles between two parallel lines. They sum up to 180 degrees. So the only difference is that all other angles are equal to each other, whereas the interior angles between two parallel lines sum up to 180 degrees. Keeping in mind these points, you have to solve the questions which are given to you. Question number 2, part A. An isosceles triangle which is being formed between two parallel lines, and L, M and P is an isosceles triangle. One angle is given to you, that is 70 degrees, and you have to find out angle A and angle C. You know that in an isosceles triangle, base angles are same. So angle A is equal to angle C. Equals to angle C. We can say that when we have to find out angle A, that would be 180 minus 70, 110. 110 will be divided between two angles, and it will be 55. So angle A over here is 55 degree. Angle C is same as angle A, so it will also be 55 degree. So if you know angle A is adjacent to angle B, and these are angles on a straight line. The sum of angle on a straight line equals to 180 degree. So we can say that angle B is equal to 180 degree minus A. Angle A. Why? Because angle A plus angle B equals to 180 degrees. So angle B would be 180 minus angle A, 180 minus 55, and you will find out the value of angle B, that is 125 degree. Now come to part B. Two parallel lines are given to you. AB is parallel to CF, and the angles which are given to you is one is 50 degree and the other is 35 degree. And now look at this. And the line AB and CAF are parallel to each other, and they are making the Z. Alternate angles make Z, as we know that alternate angles make Z. So we can say that P plus 35 equals to 50. P plus 35 equals to 50. Why? Because they are alternate angles. So if we want to find out P, that would be 50 minus 35, and P is 15 degree. Angle P is, we have found out the value of P, and that is 15 degree. Now come to angle S over here. For angle S, the adjacent angle on a straight line is given to, and it is 50, and it's very easy. We know that the sum of angles on a straight line is always equal to 180 degree. So that would be 180 minus 50. Angle S would be 180 minus 50 because it is adjacent angle on a straight line, and the sum of adjacent angles on a straight line is always equal to 180 degrees. So we can subtract 50 from 180 to find out the value of angle S, and that is 130. Now students, you have found out the value of angle S, you have found out the value of angle P, only angle R is left over here. And look at this. We have found out the value of P and it is 15. Just forget about this part. We'll talk about only angle Y, this transversal, these two parallel lines, and angle P. Look at this. Angle P and angle R are making the interior angles between two parallel lines, and we know that the sum of interior angles between two parallel lines is always equal to 180 degree. Sorry, P is 15 already. So P plus R is equal to 180 degree because these are the interior angles between two parallel lines, and these parallel lines are A, B and CF. Interior angles as AB is parallel to CF. As we know that P is 15, so we can substitute the value of P and we can find out the value of angle R. That would be 180 minus 15. 180 minus 15, and angle R would be 165. So the value of angle R is 165. Now we'll do part D of question number 2. Two lines are parallel to each other, A, B and C, D, and there are three interior angles, x 95 and 135, and y is the reflex angle of 95 degree. First of all, we'll find out angle Y. It is very easy. Y is the reflex angle of 95, and it's 95 plus y makes a complete angle, and the sum of the angle equals to 95 and y is 360 degree. So when we have to find out angle Y, we'll subtract 95 from 360, as this is the reflex angle. And it's making a complete circle. So 360 minus 95, the value of Y is 265. So we have found out the value of Y. Now we'll find out the value of angle X. As we know that X plus 95 plus 135 add up to 360 degree. From this equation we can easily find out the value of angle S. These are the interior angles. So angle S would be 360 minus 95 minus 135, and the value of angle X is 130 degree. Now we'll do part E of the question number 2. Two parallel lines are given to UX, Y and VW. 35 and B, two interior angles are given to U, and the one exterior angle is 105. Now look at the figure. We can see that if we are going to draw a line parallel to X, Y and VW over here, let us suppose this line is AB. This part of the angle is equal to 35 degree because it's making a Z over here. It's an alternate angle. Over here again it's making a Z over here, and this part of this angle is equal to B. So we can say that B plus 35 is equal to 105. Alternate angles. So when we have to find out the value of B, that would be 105 minus 35, and you can find out the value of angle B easily. They are also asking you to find out the value of angle A. It's not mentioned over here, but angle A is the reflex angle of 105. So angle A would be 360 minus 105, as we know that it's making a complete circle, so you can easily find out the value of angle A over here. Now we'll do part F of question number 2. Over here, two lines A, B and CD are parallel to each other. Three angles are given to you, 5C, 4D and 140. 4D is equal to 140. Why? Because they are corresponding angles. They occupy the same position on the vertices, corresponding angles. So from this equation we can find out the value of D. 140 divided by 4, that would be 70 divided by 2. So the value of D is 35 degrees. Now you have to find out the value of C. We know that 5C is equal to, they are on the same vertex. 5C is equal to 4D. They are vertically opposite angles. And we know that 4D is equal to 140 over here because we have done it. These are the corresponding angles, 4D and 140. They occupy the same position and they are making an F over here. Look at this. So we can substitute the value of 4D over here. Instead of 4D, you can write 140. And we'll find out the value of C. You can solve it. And you can find out the value of C is 20. Now we are done with the task 2. If you have any confusion, you can ask the question in the class comment box and keep watching the videos.